I'm Kate, and I made this video to talk about alternatives to single-use plastics. But first we have to figure out why we need to get rid of single-use plastics. I went down to McNeil Bay, a beach near my house, and decided to see how much plastic I could find just on the beach. McNeil Bay is a relatively clean beach, so I didn't think I'd find much, but I decided to search around, and after 2 minutes, I had found a really disturbingly large amount of plastic. And that was just in a tiny area, so I decided to keep going and see how much I could find in a slightly larger area. And after 10 minutes, I had found all of this. I found it really upsetting that there was so much plastic on the beach, and I knew something had to be done. The plastic's really dangerous because birds and sea animals eat it, and because they think it's food. They then feel really full, so they don't eat any more, but plastic doesn't have any nutrients in it, so they die of starvation. So, how can you reduce the amount of plastic and garbage that ends up in our ocean and on our beaches? Over 40 billion plastic utensils are made per year, and lots of them end up in the ocean. How can we solve this problem? A company based out of India called Bakey's is already solving this problem by making edible cutlery. They make spoons that come in different flavors like salt, pepper, sugar, cumin, and celery. Just pick a flavor that pairs well with your food, eat your meal, and then eat your spoon. This creates no waste, and it's delicious. Saltwater Brewery makes 6-pack rings that can be eaten by sea animals. Not only do they not hurt the animals, they're actually nutritious for them. People often use plastic wrap to wrap up sandwiches or cover up plates, but it's very wasteful and there's a really easy DIY alternative. I'm going to teach you how to make a beeswax food wrap. All you'll need is a pan, scissors, a knife, beeswax, 100% cotton fabric like these old pajama pants, tinfoil or parchment paper, and you also might want a cheese grater and a marker. So now, on to making it! I'm going to take this pan, lay the pants down on it, and start tracing the shape of the pan onto the pants. Now I'm going to cut out the circle. You want to make sure you line the pan really well so that it doesn't get any wax on it. Now it's time to grate the beeswax. I just used a normal cheese grater to do this. Now I'm going to sprinkle the wax shavings all over the piece of fabric. You might need a bit more. When the tray is evenly coated, pop it in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes on the lowest temperature. When all the wax is melted, you can take it out of the oven and use a paintbrush to spread around the wax, making sure it's evenly coated all the way to the edge. You can then pick it up and wave it around gently, and it'll harden within 30 seconds. After it started to harden, you can hang it up to dry. You can use it instead of plastic wrap to go over bowls before they go in the fridge. The heat from your hands will create a seal around the edge of the bowl, keeping your food fresh for longer. You can also wrap up sandwiches to take for lunch. You can make the beeswax wrap in any shape or size you want. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned new ways to live life with less plastic.